What's going on, everybody? This your boy Isaiah coming to you from Buckles Locker. Subscribe, like, comment, share all my videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon on this channel to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. Make sure you go stop by the Buckles Locker Facebook page. Also check the Buckles Locker Twitter page as well. Also, all donations are welcome, big or small. The donation links are in the description box. So if you want to donate, support the channel, you know what it is. So, a lot to talk about, man. A lot to talk about this game. This is my recap. You know, I'm gonna take this with stride. You know, bad loss. I'm gonna give you a objective recap. No emotion, just what I see. I took some notes. You know, thought about the game, watched the game. You know, went through the notes and watched the interviews and all this good stuff, man, and then bad stuff, man. There's gonna be somebody walking the plank, so I will bring back walking the planks later on in the video. So shall we begin with the recap? Also, before I start, if you want to hit me up on Super Chat, hit me up on Super Chat. It's the $ in the chat room. You click on Super Chat, you type your message in. I'll be more than glad to read it out. If you want me to specifically talk about something, hit me up on Super Chat. Your message will be highlighted for everybody in the chat room to see. You know what I'm saying? So who all in the chat room right now? Who in the chat room? I'm going to give a couple shout outs before I start. You know, before I start dissecting this game and what I saw. Who in the chat room right now? Who in the chat room? Who's in the chat room? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Larry? And Broken Glass. Been watching me for 2 years, huh? Buck for life. Larry, I see you, man. Who else in the chat room with me, man? I'm gonna give y'all some shout outs, man, before I start. You know what I'm saying? Let the chat room build up. What's up? TBS Kills. Gilbert, Arizona. Okay, Larry, Gilbert, Arizona. I see where you at. What up, William Rankins? I know you always in my chat room, man. You see it. You know, the chat room starting to fill up a little bit. I need to get this chat room up to like 1,000 people. I want 1,000 bucks. I want 1,000 Buckle Locker subscribers to get in this chat room, and we gonna talk. We gonna talk tonight, baby. We gonna talk. It is ridiculous. We are going to talk about this. You know, so let's get it started. So we just seen that debacle by Tampa. Pretty bad, man. Pretty bad. Tough game to watch, man. Really tough game to watch. 48-10. Mitchell Trubisky goes off, has a game of his life. You know, and it's a lot to talk about, man. I'm finna break it down. We're gonna talk about it. So here we go. Took my notes. Let's just say it's just not good enough. It's not good enough. You know what I'm saying? Losing the game 48-10 is not good enough. It's unacceptable. You can't allow 6 touchdowns to a quarterback like that, you know. So let me start out with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Or I'm going to combine the bad and the ugly together, and I'm going to call that walking the plank. But I'm going to talk about the good, so it's got to be some positive in this. There's some positive things I want to talk about. I can't start out negative. So positives from this game I got out of this game, and I had to scratch and scrape for positives in this game. We're 2-2. Okay, folks? We're 2-2. Oh, hold on one second. We got a super chat. Rocco 1717171717. What's up, man? Appreciate the super chat. Rocco says, my dude, you think Quan is overrated? What happens to Levante? Do you think they should trade players such as McCoy and Humphrey, etc.? Appreciate the super chat, Rocco. My take on that, Quan and Levante have been very, very suspect in the passing game. But I'm gonna blame a lot of that to Mike Smith's scheme. Um, they're very good linebackers. Trust me, they're very, 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 very good linebackers. To answer your question, um, should we trade McCoy and Adam Humphrey? McCoy is 30. He had a bad game today. He didn't really do anything. Should we trade players? I don't know, man. I mean, we're 2-2 right now. It's too early to talk about trading players. I will wait. I will wait to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like we 2-2, so we got to remain positive. McCoy is a tradable asset, but do we think about trading him right now? No. We hold on for a little bit to see how the season turns out. This is the first quarter of the season. We're 2-2, so we're gonna see how that rolls out. So Rocco, be patient with the team, man. I'm just talking about some positive, man. So, we got another super chat. And Broken Glass, appreciate the super chat again, man. Another super chat. We're gonna super chat it up tonight. Y'all hit me up on super chat. Super chat me up tonight. I'm gonna drop some gems on y'all about this game. I'm gonna drop some gems on y'all. Super chat, $sign in the chat room. Anyway, back to my positives. You know what I'm saying? Positives of this game. We're 2-2, like I said. Cameron Brake caught a touchdown. Chandler Catanzaro, he made his extra point in his field goal. Special teams hasn't been the topic anymore. D-Jack had over 100 yards receiving, 5 catches. Rojo got some touches finally. Vita Vey, he didn't do anything special, but he was out there, so it's good to see our first round pick and our second round pick out there. So that's a positive as well. And you can't blame Winston this game. I know people want to point the finger at Winston because he threw 2 interceptions. The first one was bad blocking by Dotson, and the second one was not good. But the most important thing about the positives for this game, we got a bye. That is the most important thing I can say with this team because we started to kind of look pretty bad. I mean, 2-2, 2-game losing streak. We're losing games because of defense. So the bye week came at a perfect time. We can regroup and play the second quarter of the season. The next 4 games, it's very imperative that we finish strong. So we're going to see what happens. So that's the positives I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And Winston was 16 for 20 for $145, a TD, and 2 INT. So that is some positive for a guy that hasn't played in 4 weeks, basically. So that's pretty decent for me. I know he threw 2 picks, but we was down, so he had to throw the ball. So now I gotta talk about the ugly, the bad, and the ugly. The bad and the ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like the bad, and I just gave y'all the positive. It wasn't that much. I had to scrape the bottom of the barrel. The bottom of the barrel for the positives, if there were any. So the negatives, or the bad and the ugly, because I gotta be real. We were humiliated. We were embarrassed, utterly disgusted with the performance, offensively, defensively. I watched the press conference with Dirk Cutter. The press conference of Dirk Cutter was horrible. And I quote, these are things that you should not say as a head coach, but Dirk is Dirk, Dirk said, quote, we should fire everybody that was on the field. I'm paraphrasing a little bit too. Starting with me. Today was horrific. We should fire everybody that was on the field, starting with me? That was horrific. Now as a head coach, you don't call for your own firing, do you? That's kind of weird. As a head coach, you call for your own firing, knowing that this is your make or break season, and you telling the GM to fire me. Like a coach that, does he want out? Does he want out? I don't know. Does he want to be a head coach? They should fire me. They should fire everybody that's on the field. What a vote of confidence that you give your team by telling everybody should be fired. Starting with me. Now, if I was the GM, which I'm not, but if I had that position and I was Jason Light or the Glazer family, I would really consider firing somebody after this performance. The last 2 weeks, nah, fam. I would really, 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 really consider firing somebody with that performance because that's disgusting. You know, we already been calling for Dirk for the last couple of years. Most importantly, his best friend, his counterpart, Mike Smith. And for you to say everybody should be fired, well, we can think of one person right now that could be fired. And y'all see the screen. Y'all see the thumbnail for this video. I'm going to talk about him all night. I'm going to get to him in a second. I ain't going to say his name yet. But we're going to talk about Dirk Cutter and his overall being prepared to play against the Chicago Bears and their defense and their offense. And Matt Nagy and Mitchell Trubisky and Taylor Gabriel and Tariq Cohen and Jordan Howard. You know, it's Jesus. But anyway, so they in the press conference they interviewed Dirk and the media. Shouts out to the media. The media was grilling Dirk about changes. The media was grilling Dirk about changes on the coaching staff. They asked him specifically about the defense. Dirk deflected too. Because Dirk know the heat is on right now. He tried to deflect a little bit, like everybody had a bad game, but the media was like, what's up with the defense, basically? The defense don't look good. They haven't looked good at all this season. Have you considered making any changes on defense? And Dirk, in his true form fashion, protecting Mike Smith, I said it, his name, protecting his best friend, everybody was bad. We all played a bad game, and it starts with me. Don't blame nobody else. Dirk, are you paying attention to the defense, man? We got to win shootouts to win games. Luckily, that our offense and Ryan Fitzpatrick were able to go 2-2. We won 2 games strictly based on our offense, not in spite of our defense, because of our offensive game plan. And we took a step back 2 weeks in a row. First, it was in the first half against the Steelers, and then against the Bears. In the second, in the whole game, the whole 4 quarters, we took a huge step back. And the wheels started falling off. And you made a desperate move and you put Jameis Winston in there in a bad situation. So now everybody pointing the finger at Jameis Winston talking about, oh, he threw 2 interceptions. Really, folks, we're going to blame Jameis for that game? We're not going to blame anybody. If we're going to blame anybody for that game, you blame Dirk Cutter and Mike Smith. Don't blame Jameis for that game. Don't make any sense. Wake up, folks. Stop trying to find somebody to point the blame at. Go to the top. Jason, Dirk, Mike Smith. You start there. You don't start at the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But Dirk danced around the topic about Mike Smith and his defense. So, you know, it was a poorly coached game on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at my notes here. You know, it just... At what point does Dirk take responsibility and hold his coaching staff accountable? You know, we're going to talk tonight, baby. We're going to talk about this. At what point do Dirk hold himself accountable and make the changes that need to be made at this bye week? We got 2 weeks to figure this out because we got to play Atlanta. And you've seen Atlanta offense. They can't stop a lick on defense. But their offense is humming with Julio and Calvin Ridley and Sanu and Tevin Coleman and Devontae Freeman will probably be back. And Austin Hooper, the tight end. They're going to put up 400-500 yards against our defense again. I mean, we in trouble, folks. And I had to do a little digging, too. You know, doing a little digging with the defense. Looked at some numbers. Mike Smith defense. So, the last 4 games, the first 4 games of the season, 40 points by the Saints. Or 41. 30 points to the Steelers. 48 points to the Bears. That's 3 games over 30 points. And we are 2-2. 1 sack in the Bears game. No pressure, not much pressure, not much blitzing. Secondary looked very lost out there in his scheme. And that's very, very bad. You have to fire. You have to fire Mike Smith. I'm just looking at my notes here. And there's a span of 19 games. Well, in 36 games, I looked at somebody put it on Twitter, and I looked it up. In 36 games since Mike Smith became the defensive coordinator of the Tampa Bay Bucs, in 36 games, folks, check this out. 400 yards has been given up by the defense 19 times, the most in the NFL in that span. Now think about this for a second, folks. I'm digging deep for this. Oh, I got to stop for a second. Got another super chat. Rocco again. Rocco says, all that money on the D-line, still no pressure. Vinny Curry is still on the team. Straight trash. What should they do with that secondary? Make a trade. Well, we spent a lot of money on that D-line. First round pick, Vinny Curry, Jason Pierre-Paul, Bo Allen, Mitch Aaron. Yeah, we put some money in that D-line. Not no money in the secondary, which is kind of interesting. But I understand what Jason was thinking. Get some pressure in the front, front seven, and we'll cause more sacks and get pressure on the quarterback, because that's the problem. You get pressure on the quarterback, the secondary looks really good. Vinny Curry has been hit or miss, man. He's been a lot more quiet than loud. We should have made a trade in the secondary. We should have picked up Eric Reed or Earl Thomas, but Earl Thomas had a leg injury. But maybe drafted a safety, because clearly we need help in the secondary. And that fault by him ignoring the secondary, that might be his downfall and might cause him to get fired. Him ignoring the secondary. Passed up on Mika and Derwin, and they're looking really good right now. So we can't make a trade right now, because who are we going to trade for? Le'Veon Bell? That ain't going to help the defense. So I don't know, Rocco. That trade, man, I don't know who we're going to trade for. But back to what I was saying, Steelers and the Ravens game on right now. But back to what I was saying. Appreciate the super chat, Rocco. So back up, like I was saying, in 36 games, the defense has allowed over 400 yards 19 times. 19 times the defense has allowed over 400 yards in 36 games. You want to know our record in the games that we allow over 400 yards? 4-15. Now let that resonate, folks. When you allow 400 yards, when the Bucs defense allow 400 yards, we're 4-15, folks. 4-15. 400 yards. We're 4-15 in 19 games. Oh, side note, when we allow over 30 plus points, we allowed 30 plus points 13 times. You know what's our record in those games that when we allow 30 plus points? Does anybody know our record when the Bucs allow 30 plus points? Oh, 1 second. We got another super chat. We super chatting it up tonight, baby. We are super chatting it up tonight. I appreciate all the super chats. And Broken Glass 3 says, how much impact do coaching have? We have bad players. Look, man. Broken Glass, we don't have bad players, man. Our roster is a playoff roster. Offensive, defensively. We got a playoff roster. We got a playoff punter. It's coaching can make talent look really bad, i.e. the Rams. The Rams had talent when Jeff Fisher was there. And I think we're in that same situation. The Rams drafted very well. When you play bad, you get high draft picks, and at some point, those draft picks got to come to fruition. And I'm going to use the Rams as an example. The Rams have all these first round, second round, third round picks, blossoming superstars, blossoming Pro Bowlers, and at every level. As soon as they fire Jeff Fisher and bring in Sean McVay, the Rams get good. So why the Bucs can't be like that? So yes, coaching can make players look bad. Look at the Rams. Look at Jeff Fisher. That's a prime example. All it takes is a coach to come in there and get that team right and hire the right coordinators. What makes the coach great or good is the coaching hires, the coordinators. Dirk hasn't made great hires. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, coaching can make players look bad. But anyway, appreciate the super chat, Broken Glass. Does anybody know our record when we allow another super chat? But we are super chatting it up tonight. Let's keep going. Let's keep going with these super chats. Carly Tyson says the defense didn't blitz a linebacker the entire game. Mike Clayton brought that up in the post-game radio. Fire Mike Smith. That was one of my talking points. Carly Tyson, I appreciate the super chat. No, we did not blitz linebackers. For some odd reason, I guess Mike Smith was scared of Mitch Trubisky. He was scared to blitz linebackers to put any pressure on that young quarterback. And we've seen what pressure does to Mitchell Trubisky. He folds, and we didn't blitz. That's embarrassing. You know. But yes, I'll talk about the fire Mike Smith in a little bit. But I appreciate the super chat, Carly Tyson. I told y'all, folks, y'all hit me up on super chat. I'm going to read your message out loud. I'm going to read it out loud if you hit me on super chat. But our record, when we allow 30 points or more, is 1-12. We've allowed 30 points 13 times. Our record is 1-12. 1-12 when we allow 30 plus points in the last 3 years. That is not good. When we give up 30 points, we pretty much lose. 30 plus points. The only difference is between this season and the previous 2 seasons is we have the offense to match that. But, I mean, it's just not good enough. It's unacceptable, man. It's like, that's not a good product that Dirk and Mike Smith has put on the field. We're underachieving. You know, at what point does Dirk Cutter wake up and smell the coffee beans? Swallow your pride. Make the changes you need to make at this bye week. And first and foremost, the first change he needs to make is fire Mike Smith. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it because if we don't fire Mike Smith, I'm going to tell you right now, and I told you this at the beginning of the season. I told you this. I know what I'm talking about. If we don't fire Mike Smith, we're going to go 5-11, 6-10 at the best because of our offense. If we fire Mike Smith, we can win 10 or 11 games and promote Brinson Buckner to D coordinator because the players like him better anyway. You could tell the way the players play that they know Mike Smith defense is trash. They just don't even want to play in that scheme. It's a very, very outdated scheme. It's slow. It's too much cushions. The bend don't break defense. It doesn't work. The bend don't break defense don't work. And Mike Smith keep using it. And that is the reason why he got fired in Atlanta. Arthur Blank, Dimitroff, the GM, got tired of the same old defense. Same old defense. And I guarantee you somebody in this chat room going to say, oh, well, Mike Smith, his first year, when the Bucs went 9-7, the defense was the number 1 defense in the league the last 8 weeks. Nope. I never look at a game, never look at a season after game 16. You never look at a game or a team defense after look at it in 16 games. Look at the first 4 games right now. You know where our defense rank? Dead last in passing. We're top 10 against the run because we can't stop the pass. Teams don't run the ball on us. They can throw the ball on us all day. We make backup quarterbacks look like Pro Bowlers. Now think about that for a second. When has Mitchell Trubisky had a great game? Never until today. And you want to know Mitchell Trubisky's numbers? I'm going to read them off to you. We were shredded by a second-year quarterback. I'll type this out. We were shredded by a second-year quarterback. 19 for 26, 354 yards, 6 TDs. 5 of them were in the first half. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Before I continue, coming into the game, Mitchell Trubisky was not coming into the game 2 seasons. Coming into the game, he's thrown 9 touchdowns, 10 interceptions coming into the game. In one game, he's thrown 6 touchdowns. Now, mind you, he's had 9 total coming into this game. He threw 6 in this game, folks. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. That's a fireable offense. I don't care what anybody say. There's enough evidence to fire Mike Smith. 483 yards total offense. 139 yards rushing. The Bears offense has never looked like this. The Bears offense broke their own team records today against our defense. That's how bad our defense was. And I said this before the game. If Mitchell Trubisky throw for 350 yards, we're going to lose the game. Trubisky goes for 350 and 6 touchdowns. Nick Foles shredded us. Big Ben shredded us. Drew Brees shredded the defense. At what point are we going to stop making excuses? At what point are we going to stop blaming Ryan Fitzpatrick? At what point we're going to stop blaming Jameis and Mike Evans dropping balls and Deshaun? Stop blaming the player, man. It's the coach. I'm not a big fan of Mike Smith. It's already noted. I'm not a big fan of Dirk Cutter. It's already noted. I deal with it because they are coach. He's the head coach of our team, and Mike Smith is the D coordinator. I have had it up to here with Mike Smith. He's not a coordinator. He's not a head coach. He would never get a head coaching job again. You allow Mitchell Trubisky to break the Chicago Bears passing touchdown record? The yards? The accuracy? The QBR? Man, we got some serious. And I know people gonna say, we got 3 rookies back there. Whitehead didn't play. I think he was hurt. Carlton Davis had a groin injury. He got pulled out. Brent Grimes got benched for Ryan Smith. They asked Dirk Cutter in the press conference. They said, hey, why we didn't see Brent Grimes in the second half? Dirk Cutter said, I wanted to see Ryan Smith. Ryan Smith played a good game last week. I want to see Ryan Smith. Mike Smith benched Brent Grimes. For the first time, Brent Grimes was benched. And I understand why. He was playing like crap. Pass interference, not tackling, not being in the right place at the right time. Brent Grimes looked like Father Time has caught up to him, and it caught up to him fast. He looks slow out there. He don't look like he can tackle anymore. He don't want to tackle anymore. He's out there getting the check. I got to call Brent Grimes out. He's out there getting the check. Is he still hurt? I don't know. But he looked washed. Brent Grimes looked washed. And now which leads me to walking the plank. And for those of you that don't know what is walking the plank is when players play a bad game and don't show up or show out. And today's victims of walking the plank, I did this 2 years ago on my channel. I'm bringing it back in the middle of this video. Mike Smith, Dirk Cutter, Brent Grimes. You got to walk the plank. I'm not even going to point out the players. Jameis Winston's 2 interceptions, Ryan Fitzpatrick. No. Dirk Cutter, Mike Smith, Brent Grimes. You're going to walk the plank. Walk the plank right now. I want you to walk out and stand there as we push you over into the water for this week. That is this week's selections to walk the plank. Yeah, I could have added Dotson, Caleb Benenard. No. I could have blamed the secondary. I could have blamed a lot of people. Oh, Allen Robinson. Appreciate the super chat, man. Allen Robinson says, why is it that every quarterback like Nick Foles, Case Keenum cook our defense, but then after they play another team, they're trash? It's the DC, not the players. Allen, I've been saying this for the last 30 minutes, man. It's not the players, man. I'm tired of blaming the players. At some point, the blame got to fall on somebody. The blame has to fall on somebody. And overall responsible for the team coming up, showing up, being prepared to play a game is the head coach. And after the head coach, it is the scheme of the coordinators of what they're trying to run. Dirk Cutter's running the offense. That's his play calling. That's his play sheet. Mike Smith, poor scheme, poor coverage. I mean, it's really obvious, really obvious to see what's going on. And I don't know what to do, but the question is we got to put pressure as fans and the media have to put pressure on Dirk Cutter to get rid of Mike Smith. That's the only way it's going to happen because Dirk got too much pride. And the pride is going to get him fired at the end of the season because he knows he can't finish 8-8. Jason Licht went out there and spent money on the D-line. First and foremost, Mike Smith knows if this doesn't get right, he's gone. He knows that. Dirk Cutter knows if he don't play right, he's gone. He's gone. He's out of here. He knows that. So it's the DC, the head coach, and people. The offense was looking a little interesting. It looked a little weird. It seemed like Dirk Cutter, when he panicked, he took back the play calling. I think he didn't like how I was calling at the beginning, and he panicked. And Dirk walked around on the sideline with a play sheet. So that lets me know he was calling plays. Or overriding Todd Monken's plays. He was doing something. Which was not good. Embarrassing. But also, what doesn't help offensively, our running game is trash. We can't run the ball. Do we look like the Tampa Bay Falcons? Yes, we do. We look like this. We look like the Atlanta Falcons offense and defense the last 2 years that Mike Smith and Dirk Cutter was there. That's what we look like when Atlanta was going downhill and they got rid of him. That's what we look like right now. We look like the Tampa Bay Falcons when Dirk Cutter and Mike Smith were there the last 2 years. So having no running game doesn't help the passing game at all. So yes, we can point the finger at Jameis Winston's 2 interceptions and Ryan Fitzpatrick interception and fumble, but we can't run the ball. Our run scheme does not work. I'm sitting here watching all these other running backs shine. Nick Chubb, Kerryon Johnson, Darius Geis is going to be nice. All these other running backs is doing good. And we got Rojo in the second round. And we're not using him until today. And like I said in that pregame, you got to get Rojo in there. Let him learn his own. Let him take his licks, man. Let Rojo get in there. He'll figure it out. Quit trying to hold him back. Vita's in there. Vita played a okay game. He got to get in football shape. But we drafted two guys that a lot of fans are clamoring to see. And we passed up on some very good players to draft those two guys. So you got to put them on the field. You know, you got to put them on the field. We drafted two guys. And we could have picked up, of course, Minka Fitzpatrick, Derwin James, Darius. Nick Chubb. There was other running. We passed up on some good players to pick those two guys, so we got to see them on the field. You know, but it was just a really bad game, man. The bye couldn't come at a great time. I'm so glad this bye came up because the season was spiraling. Because I told you, once the defenses start figuring out how the Bucs function offensively, I knew this was going to happen. I knew that the defenses was going to figure us out and shut down our passing game. We had a deep pass today with Deshaun, but not too much deep passing. O.J. Howard got hurt. Cameron Brate seemed like he got banged up a little bit. Mike Evans dropping balls. Chris Godwin wasn't even targeted. He was like 1 or 2 times. Adam Humphrey was targeted a couple times. But we got to figure this out, man. And then we were and then we had some penalties too. 11 penalties for 99 yards. And we were 3 for 12 on third down. So shouts out to the Bears defense making us look really bad. That defense played a hell of a game. I got to give credit where it's due. They completely shut down the Bucs offense. And as the season goes, as more tape get on the Bucs, the more teams are going to play us like the Bears did. So we're going to see what the adjustments is moving forward. But in summary, as I wrap this video up, we're going to have a hard time winning games with this defense. We're going to see how this defense react in the next 12 games. And now the seat is getting warm. It was already kind of warm, but it's getting a little bit warmer for Dirk. It's very hot for Mike Smith. Mike Smith and his defense of scheme. Mike Smith and his scheme is on the hot seat. We're looking at the time trying to figure out when is Mike Smith going to get fired. When is Mike Smith going to get fired? That's what I'm waiting on. When is Mike Smith going to get fired? I'm not even going to talk about fire Dirk Cutter. When is Mike Smith going to get fired? Because he's on the clock. And if Dirk is a smart man, you get rid of him during the bye week. But we're going to see. Because if you don't, these next 12 games are going to be terrible to watch. It's going to be a lot of highlights on offensively. And we're going to have a lot of bad games defensively. Because if we can't stop Mitchell Trubisky, you think we're going to stop Matt Ryan, Cam Newton, Drew Brees, and other quarterbacks that we got to play? Nope. Not going to happen. We're going to give up 400 yards week in and week out. So I cannot wait to see. For these next 2 weeks, I'm going to put out video after video asking, when is Mike Smith going to get fired? I'm going to ask that question for the next 2 weeks. You know how many videos I'm going to put out these next 2 weeks? 2 weeks of videos from me that's going to be asking questions. When is Mike Smith going to get fired? Even if it's a 2-minute video, I'm just going to ask, is Mike Smith fired? Is he fired yet? I got my alerts on my phones, my iPad ready, because you cannot tell me. I don't care what Dirk Cutter says about everybody should be fired. Yeah, you're right for that game. But for the season, Mike Smith needs to go. He needs to go. There's no way you can bring that dude back. And to put everything to rest with the Ryan Fitzpatrick, Jameis Winston, I got to give Ryan Fitzpatrick a hand clap. We're 2-2 heading into the bye week. And I said this at the beginning of the season. If we can be 500, 3-1, we overachieved, so we're 2-2. So I'm good with that. But the next 12 games are going to be hell. Are going to be hell. I'm looking at this. How are we going to win games with that defense? How? For these next 12 games. It's going to come down to our offense putting up 30 plus points. These next 12 games, we got to average 30 plus points to win games. How are we going to do it? I don't know. I don't know if we can hold the fort for 12 games with Mike Smith defense. Because changes need to be made. No question about it. Changes got to be made. No choice. No ifs, ands, or buts. Because I'm tired of seeing our pass defense at the bottom of the league. Number 32 against the pass. Now, this is a funny thing about it, folks. I'm watching the Ravens versus the Steelers game. You want to know how bad our defense is? Ravens versus Steelers. Ravens are winning 23-14 against the Steelers. Playing very good deep. Covering the Steelers receivers. Covering Juju Smith really good. Covering Antonio Brown real good. Steelers got 14 points. So that shows you how bad our defense is. The Steelers played the best game of their season against us. And here they are, after scoring 38 points against us, they got 14 points against Baltimore. $14 points against the Ravens defense. The Ravens got a good defense. Good linebackers. I mean, that shows you how bad our defense is. You know? And we can't run the ball. That's really bad. My next big video, I'm gonna do a collab video with one of the Falcons channels about the Atlanta versus Bucs game at the Mercedes-Benz Dome. Definitely gonna do a collab video. My first collab video will be coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. Oh, I gotta talk about Peyton Barber too. That was in my notes as well. I like Peyton Barber, but it's not gonna cut it with Peyton Barber, man. Peyton Barber's not gonna cut it, man. As much as I like him, he's a good guy, but he's not explosive enough. You know, he's not an explosive back. He's a power back. You know, he's a guy that you would put in there. It's a guy that you would put in there in the goal line situation, 31. He needs to take Jacquizz Rodgers' spot. Oh yeah, Big Ben just threw an interception. The Steelers about to lose 23-14. So that shows you when you play defense, you can shut teams down. If you play defense, if you put time in the defense. Steelers scored 38 points last week against us. 14 tonight. Fire Mike Smith. Fire Mike Smith, man. Fire Mike Smith right now. We're gonna start this on this channel. I want y'all to push that narrative out there. Fire Mike Smith. We gotta stop blaming the players now. Blaming the players is out of the question. We got talent. Look at our front seven. Front seven, man. Pierre-Paul, McCoy, Villa, Jarrell Worthy, William Golson, Vinny Curry, JPP, Quan, Levante, Kendall Becker when he come back, Bo Allen, Mitch Aaron, Justin Evans, and we got good rookies: Whitehead, Davis, Stewart. The money was spent on defense. The draft picks is there. The money was spent on D-line. I mean, no more excuses. Fire Mike Smith. We can blame the rookies and we can blame everybody else. But it comes back to fire Mike Smith. Hey, Dirk. Fire Mike Smith. Now. Monday. Black Monday starting early. Protect the brand. Protect your job, Dirk Cutter. Everybody. I want everybody in this chat room to say fire Mike Smith. Protect the brand, baby. Everybody in this chat room. Fire Mike Smith. Right now. Go on Twitter. Go on the Bucs Like a Facebook page. Go on anybody that has a Bucs channel. Just type fire Mike Smith. Go to every Bucs channel on YouTube. Get in the comment section. Scream out. Fire Mike Smith. This is ridiculous, man. The analytics show that he's not a D coordinator. The analytics, the metrics show. When has Mike Smith ever had a good defense? In Jacksonville, that was in 2001 and 2, and we had 2018. Atlanta never had a good defense with him. Any Bucs channel, anybody that has a Bucs channel that's watching this video, make a video saying fire Mike Smith. Do that for me. Do that for Bucs Locker. All you Bucs channels, Mr. Buck Nation, what's the other one? Bowels Movement, Texas Buck, Play Reaction. What's the other Bucs channels? Any Bucs channel, I named them all pretty much. I'm probably missing a few, but any Bucs channel, make a video about Mike Smith. I want to hear what you think about Mike Smith right now. And don't look at it from a full game standpoint. Look at it from the last 3 years. Look at it from his time in Atlanta. And tell me, how is Mike Smith not fired? I want all the Bucs channels to make a video explaining why Mike Smith should be fired or why should he be kept as a D coordinator. Because if anybody can convince me why Mike Smith should be kept on the team as a D coordinator, please explain to me. Please explain to me in the comment section. All you other Bucs channels that's afraid to talk about it, talk about it. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I'm protecting the brand. Because we're never going to be good with that defense. I want everybody on social media, all the Bucs Facebook pages, the Facebook groups, fire Mike Smith. Let's start this now. We got to hold the team accountable. We got to hold Dirk Cutter accountable. We got to hold Mike Smith accountable. We got to hold Jason Licht accountable. Fire Mike Smith starts today. It starts right now. It starts tonight. I'm going for the next 2 weeks. Any Bucs channel, hear me out. Make a video. Explain to me, and I'm going to watch all you Bucs channels out there on YouTube. I'm going to watch all y'all channels. And I want to see what y'all think about Mike Smith as a defensive coordinator. Remember, protect the team. Get out your emotions. Don't hate on me. I want to hear what you got to say about Mike Smith. Every Bucs channel out there. Because I'm going to be in the Bucs Facebook groups. And I want y'all to tell me, why should he be kept as D coordinator? Tell me. You, in the famous words of Jalen Ramsey, you tell me. You tell me. You tell me why Mike Smith should be kept as a D coordinator. All the major Bucs media markets, if you got any connections, I want y'all to drill Dirk Cutter, Trevor Sikahema, the other Bucs, like, drill him. Mike Smith cannot dodge this bullet. Dirk Cutter cannot dodge this bullet this time. You see how Atlanta finally got him out of there? We need to do the same. If we want to make it to the playoffs, Mike Smith gotta go. We cannot go in the playoffs with that defense. Salute to everybody. Salute to everybody in the chat room right now. Matter of fact, let's stop talking about the negative stuff. Where's everybody from in the chat room tonight? Where's everybody from in the chat room? Let me give me some shout outs in before I get off this channel. Before I get off this video. Let me get some shout outs in. You know, let me get some shout outs. Rolando Brown, Orlando. Michael Nash from Canada. Bradenton in the building. Philly in the building. T-Bay 813 in the building. Sarasota, Florida in the building. Tampa in the building. 813. Nucio. Temple Terrace in the, Nucio. Sly, 50th Street. King High, But where everybody from? Let me see where everybody from. Arizona in the building. Newport Richie in the building. ATL in the building. Arizona in the building. St. Louis in the building. Ocala in the building. Show Me State, Alabama in the building. Yay. That's West Coast, man. Orange County. Tampa. Jackson Heights. Oh, Jackson Heights. Boy, that's Jackson Heights. I know about Jackson Heights. 914. Is that Jacksonville, Duval? Hillsborough County. I see you. Lightning Films. I see you in here, man. I see you, man. Appreciate the love, man. TBS Kills, Bay, Florida, boy. I see you, man. I know, folks. This has been a long video. I told you I had a lot to talk about. I had a long list to talk about. Chicago in the building. Clearwater stand up. 480. Pine Hills, Florida. I see you, man. I'm surprised we got Bucs fans in Chicago. Were you at the game? 203. I see you, man. Orlando, Florida. I know you in the building. I want to show everybody that's been in the chat room, that's been sitting here with me for the last hour, listening to me rant about how the Bucs look, man. But you tell me what you guys think in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? What you think about Mike Smith? Because this is about Mike Smith the next 2 weeks. We can talk about Dirk Cutter. Dirk Cutter ain't going nowhere right now. His seat is warm. It's like a 6 right now. The hot seat meter is like a 6. I'm going to make a hot seat video. This hot seat is like at a 6. Mike Smith hot seat, 10. He's a 10 moving forward. If Dirk keeps him on the team as a D coordinator, I guarantee you, we cannot lose that Atlanta game. We cannot. I repeat, we cannot lose that Atlanta game. And Matt Ryan has over 350 yards, 3 touchdowns. You got to fire him. Alexandria, Louisiana in the building. Louisiana, New Orleans. I'm from Tampa, but I live in New Orleans. Yeah. Get in the chat room. Get in the comment section. Tell me what you think about Mike Smith, man. Because this is utterly disgusting. I'm feeling nauseous right now. I got a headache. I'm gonna eat something. Oh, shout out to and Weezy's Way. I see you, man. $2 chat, super chat. Appreciate the super chat. Louisiana, and Weezy's Way. We should fire Mike Smith. Yes, we should fire Mike Smith. I've been saying it for the last 30 minutes. Appreciate the super chat, man. If y'all want to reach out to me on super chat, please reach out to me on super chat. I will read your message out loud to everybody in the chat room. You know what I'm saying? Miami in the building. My next video, man, my next big video will be a collab video. So stay tuned for that, man. I'm going to be the first Buck channel. I'm not the first Buck channel, but this is going to be my first time doing a collab video with another team channel. And I choose pound for pound. I like their content. I like what they put out about their team. Toby D. Shouts out to Toby D. I'm going to get in contact with you. We're going to get this video going. I got some equipment coming in, so the video's going to be a little bit better. The sound going to be a little bit better. So Toby D, I'm going to reach out to you in your inbox. If anybody know Toby D's pound for pound channel, hit him up. Let him know I'm coming for him. I am coming for him. We're going to have a healthy discussion about Tampa Bay versus Atlanta in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? First video with the NFC South team. Yay, yay! And that's going to be a fun one right there. That's going to be a fun one. That's going to be a fun video. I'm going to get on Atlanta too. Oh, super chat. Oh, Lord. Rolando Brown with the super chat. Shouts out to Rolando Brown. Rolando Brown. Roland Brown. I'm sorry, getting your name all messed up. That's the biggest super chat I ever got. But Roland Brown, I do this for y'all, man. Y'all like my content? Feel free to donate. You don't have to donate, but if you want to donate, by all means, go ahead. I appreciate the big super chat from you, man. I'm trying to keep up this work. I'm going to keep this channel pushing. I'm trying to get to 3,000. We're heading to 3,000 subscribers. 3,000 subscribers around the corner, folks. Let's get this channel to 3,000. Andre 3,000. But we pushing, man. We pushing the channel, man. Sulphur Springs in the building. I grew up in Sulphur Springs. I left Sulphur Springs as a young boy. So Sulphur Springs in the building, Mississippi in the building. But Roland Brown, big super chat for you, man. Special shout out to you, man. Keep supporting the channel, man. You know, I like what I'm doing. I like what y'all doing for me. Y'all pushing my channel out there. Before you know it, we're going to be at 5,000. After that, we're going to be at 10,000. And I'm going to be the biggest Bucs channel on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't hating on nobody. I ain't throwing no shade to nobody. Wish the best to all the other Bucs channels. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go subscribe to their channels too. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe to the other channels too. You know, there's other Bucs channels out there. If y'all like their content, support them too. You know? But I'm going to keep doing me. I'm going to keep shining and making this platform bigger and bigger. I'm going to bring people on to this channel. I'm going to pick out certain people in the group to do a video with me. It's a lot of things I'm going to do different this year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be picking out a couple of people in the chat room. I'm going to do a live stream. I'm going to have y'all join. I'm going to have y'all voice y'all opinion. I'm going to do some chats with other channels. You know, I'm going to spread the love, man. You know, I'm going to spread the love. I ain't greedy. I don't hate. I don't throw shade on nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'll do a collab with anybody. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. My platform is here for anybody that like the Bucs to talk. And I will be expressing that and bringing it and giving back to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Giving back to y'all. Let y'all voice y'all opinion on my channel. I will be picking out some people, and I will be doing some collabs with other channels, other team channels as well. So stay tuned for that coming up. Once I get my equipment and stuff like that, I got some things brewing. You know, it's gonna be the little backdrop and all. I'm trying to tell y'all, Bucko's Locker, man. I'm trying to reach that 10K. That 10K. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep pushing this channel. I'm trying to be the biggest Bucs channel on YouTube. Wait till I upgrade a lot of things. I'm going to upgrade some things, the backdrop and all that. Y'all going to see. I got some things over there brewing. Just, I ain't ready for that yet. I like doing what I'm doing now. Straight, raw, uncut channel. Anyway, tell me what you guys think in the chat session, in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is, man. Shouts out to Lakeland. Danny, I see you, man. I hear you. You know, why you unsubscribe to the other Bucs channels, man? Go subscribe to them, man. They show them some love too. Oh, Stephen A. Smith don't want none of me. Stephen A. Smith don't want none of me. I get on Stephen A. Smith about my team. You know what I'm talking about? Ass a 9, ass a 10, Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless. I get on them both, you know. But we'll get there one day. But anyway. I'm doing too much rambling right now. I'm doing sidetrack stuff. I'm not even talking about the Bucs no more. I'm talking about future things. But watch out for my videos, man. And stay tuned for things coming up. I got some things coming up for this channel. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. But anyway, to all my pirates, to all my sea bandits, to everybody in the chat room, to the Buckaholics, to the stick carriers, to the diehards, to the 1 million Tampa Bay Bucs fans, to all the Facebook Buck channel, the Facebook page or Facebook groups or Buccaneer groups. Shouts out to all you. I know y'all mad tonight. I know y'all upset. Y'all gotta smile. We're 2-2. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to fire those cannons. Y'all know the slogan. Fire the cannons and siege the day. I'm out, everybody. Y'all have a good night. Buckles Locker signing out.